Man, this is way worse than we thought. I mean, look, we knew there was bad blood between the two teams, but it seemed like that was kind of behind before this four-game series went off, even after the three-game series between the two teams. But man, it is getting way worse than we thought. It's getting ugly, and let's get down to it. Brad J with you. The head story. Okay, we're talking about it. It happened last night. Bam, right at it again. What happened? Well, Ohtani, Tatis hit again as Dodgers Padres feud boils over. And I don't know what you think about this whole thing right now between the teams, but we were talking about this, Mike Nelson and myself, and not that long ago, and we were just going, well, the rivalry between the Giants is so much gnarlier than the Padres and the Dodgers rivalry. But the way it's happening right now, it's getting way worse. And whether you like it or not, or if it's part of baseball, it is happening. Teams are throwing at each other. Coaches almost fought. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hey, before I get to the meat and potatoes of the story, make sure that you subscribe, like, turn on notifications. We are building towards that 8,000 mark. Fastest growing Dodger channel out there. Brad J, myself, and Mike Nelson getting her done 24/7. All right, so let's talk about it, man. The beanball. How many more times are we going to see this? Okay, so let's break down the whole story here. Shohei took 100-mile-an-hour fastball to his right shoulder blade, bottom half of Thursday night's ninth inning, making the eighth time a batter has been hit in another tension-filled series between the Dodgers and San Diego. And that just cracks me up because we were just saying how it's the Giants is the rivalry, but man, I'm telling you, this is getting worse. This continues to go to all new levels. And you see the coaches going at it yesterday. Look, Schilt versus Roberts. My money is on Roberts any day of the week. He's a scrappy little dude. I bet you he could take Schilt easily. Schilt's like long in the tooth, man. He's getting out there. So I don't think that Schiltz wants anything to do with Roberts. And to see the managers fight would be something I don't think we need to see in baseball anytime soon. All right. And half an inning earlier, Tatis Jr. took a 93-mile-an-hour fastball to the right hand. Dodgers rookie right-hander Jack Little making his debut. It marked the second time in a span of 3 days that Tatis and Ohtani had been hit by pitches almost immediately after each other. More notably, for the Padres, it marked the fifth time the Dodgers had hit Tatis since the starting of the 2024 season, including 3 times over the past 9 days. So I don't know how you look at that, but I don't think I could make this any more plain. Let's put ourselves in Jack Little's position, okay? He comes out, he's making his major league debut. You saw the hit. There is no way he did that on purpose. There is absolutely no way Jack Little is going to come out with his major league debut and hit Tatis in an already like fueled fest between these two teams. There's no way you would do that. Well, Manny didn't like what he saw, and Manny had a few things to say. So he's putting it out there. The gauntlet's there. All-star third baseman Manny Machado, a central character in this rivalry, said the Dodgers had better pray. The Dodgers had better pray that Tatis is not seriously injured. And then he goes on. I mean, he could have just said that. He literally could have just said that and let it go. But no, what does Manny go on to say? They need to set a little candle up for Toddy tomorrow, Machado said. Hopefully the scans come back negative. That's not a good spot to get hit. I don't care who it is. I don't care who's on the mound. So obviously saying that it's on purpose. You know what? There is no way. You'd be hard pressed to actually think that Jack Little on his major league debut, and I've watched it 20 different times. There's no way. But when Ohtani was hit, that was legit on purpose because of the response to the Tatis hit. And I mean, at some point, a mistake's a mistake, and on purpose is on purpose. And when it comes to Jack Little, come on. There's no freaking way that dude's gonna make his major league debut, and he'd already had dudes on. He was already having trouble, and then he's gonna go do that. Not a chance that he is gonna go make that happen. Not a chance. I just absolutely don't see it. All right, here's the pitching line for yesterday. Yamamoto, what's going on, buddy? Come on, man. Let's get you to shake out of this, man. 6.1 innings pitched. Gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks. Did have the 5 strikeouts. So I think he's just a game away of getting back on track and not giving up the 3 runs, the earned runs. 2.76, that's the ERA. 6-6 record. He takes the loss. Trevino comes in, 0.2, doesn't do anything but get him out. 3.95 his ERA. And then Jack Little comes in, 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, base on balls. On the hit, and then 1 K, a 9.0 ERA. And the funny thing is, Sheeny was sent down. Sheehan got sent down for Little to come up. So I don't know the mood there. I thought Sheehan pitched quite a decent game in the Dodgers win the day before. So I don't know how that happens. Maybe they're just trying to try him out or what goes on there. But those are the lines right there. And I'll say right now, there is absolutely no way that was done on purpose on the Dodgers side. Jack Little, major league debut, and that's how you're going to come out. You're going to come out and actually hit a guy. Not going to happen, right? Padres, I think, they're pissed. They've been losing. Their back's against the wall. And so they retaliated when they didn't have to because it wasn't on purpose. So to me, and if Shilton and Roberts were to ever fight, that needs to be a pay-per-view. Because my money's on Roberts all day long. And I don't condone fighting, so let's just make that clear. All right, Kershaw. All right, let's erase the Padres. They're done. Kershaw on the mound. He will take the mound tonight. He had an amazing outing going against Mackenzie Gores, who he's facing. 2.89 ERA, 1.89 in the last 3 appearances, which does not look good for the Dodgers. Clayton, what's he done? 3.25 is ERA in his last 3 appearances, 2.16. So he has done quite well. Hits allowed 15 to 16, strikeouts 14 to 18. But on the Kersh count is right now 12 strikeouts away from the number 3,000 for career strikeouts for Kershaw. He's not going to get 12. I don't see him getting 12, but I see him putting a dent in that. Maybe he could get 6 or 7 of them and then make his next outing easy enough to be able to get the 3,000. So that's how it's going to go. May is going to be on the mound tomorrow, and then Ohtani will take the mound on Sunday. So looking forward to that. Transaction for the Dodgers, bad news for Gonsolin. He has been moved from the 15-day, and he's been moved to the 60-day IL. So you might as well write that season off for Gonsolin. Possibility of a comeback at the end, maybe right before postseason or the start of postseason. Maybe, but the Dodgers might not need him. Sheehan, as I said, option to OKC to make room for Jack Little. And Sauer also 2 days ago sent to OKC as well. And that's going to do it for Dodgers Digest. I'm Brad J. As you go through the day, always remember to think Dodger Blue, and let's go Dodgers.